save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and all the other buttons on the bottom over there, and read the description and all the rest of that stuff. Listen, you guys are great. I appreciate you. I want to talk about a little something today. I got a few things, okay, and I know we are a little bit late for this, but I got some Rocky Horror related items in the mail today, and something I've been waiting for a little bit. I want to show you that, and a couple other things. First of all, this book right here. Okay, I will tell you, I got this book in the mail. I have not opened it up yet, but I was waiting to get it. This is actually from a famous rock photographer. His name is Mick Rock. Okay, so Mick Rock is a famous rock photographer. I have not opened this yet. Just came in this morning. But what it is actually photos that you have never seen before of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now, the only gripe I have about this is that I watched a whole bunch of TikTok videos and a whole bunch of YouTube videos of people unboxing this, and I'm gonna show you. This is my hand. For some reason, when they show it to you, I don't know if it's because they were going like this. I mean, I'm gonna show you like this. I'm like, look at this book and everything, and like this. Does it look like it's a real big book? Because to me, I don't know. When they were showing it to me, I felt like this was a big book. But if I put this together, literally, it's like the size of two of my fists together. It's not as big as it seemed. It's literally, I checked because I wanted to make sure I didn't get like some kind of bootleg book. Okay, I was like, because this goes for let me see the price on the back over here, $50 in the US and $62 in Canada. And on eBay, it was going between $30 and $40, and then there was a couple of TikTok shops that had it for like $30 or $29. And I was like, I always get skeptical about those TikTok shops. I don't do that stuff. So I went on eBay to pick this up because I am a huge Rocky Horror Picture fan. I wanted to see photographs of stuff that I've never seen before. These are a lot of behind the scenes photographs. Because I guess this Mick Rock guy, he was a big rock star photographer, and he was like the one main guy that they let on the set of the Rocky Horror Picture Show throughout the whole movie. So he got a lot of behind the scenes stuff, a lot of like Tim Curry and O'Brien and Meatloaf and stuff like that. You got a lot of like cool shots of them, Susan Sarandon. I want to see it. So I wanted this book. So yeah, I picked this up. And I will tell you, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's heavy. It's hardcover book. This does have it's inside a slide out thing. So this is not the book itself. This is the outside container or the outside covering. So what I will do is I'll put a slice over here, slice over there, and I'll treat this like I treat my box sets. But yeah, this was out. I wanted to get it. Finally got it. But I don't know. When I opened it, came in the mail. I was like, I'm like, if you watched it, you don't have to do this, but if you want to throw on a TikTok or a YouTube video of an unboxing of one of these, it just looks so much. I don't know if it's the way that they hold it or the way that they put it on the table. Or the way what it's literally, I think it's like 8 by 9 or 9 by 8 across. I checked Barnes and Noble's schematics on it, so that way I made sure that I didn't get ripped off, because I didn't know if they were bootlegging them. Because like I said, for that price, you never know nowadays. You know, they bootleg everything. Before I get to the big item, I picked up some records for the Rocky Horror Picture Show season. First one I got here is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is the 50th anniversary edition of the original movie soundtrack, pressed on 180-gram red and gold vinyl. Look at that. I'm not getting any glare there. And let's make this, let me tell you, once again, I don't own a record player. I don't own a record player, but I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I didn't own any Rocky Horror Picture Show records. And this was the year where, if you guys been watching my videos, me and my wife, we talked about it on the podcast. On Blast Podcast. Where we went to multiple Rocky Horror Picture Shows, and we could not find the place. So we drove for miles and miles and miles to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And literally, by the time we found the hall or the venue that was playing it, they were already 45 minutes into it, and I was like, let's just get back in the car and let's leave. There was a couple of instances, but I did get to see it at least once this year. It wasn't the best showing that I've ever seen. I got to tell you right now, I've seen so much better at like big theaters. I had to go to a college to go see it, and sometimes when they do it at the college, they usually use like the college kids from the college. You know what I mean? And sometimes, listen, maybe I'm crazy, but I prefer my Frank-N-Furter to be a guy. Okay, and it seems like the last couple of years I went to go see it. Unfortunately, the Frank-N-Furter is a female. Now, I'm not trying to listen. It really does. It's not a big game changer. Like sometimes Rocky is usually played by either a male or a female too. They like to switch it up. That's just a part of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. But I prefer my Frank-N-Furter to be like Tim Curry. Okay, that's just me. So yeah, we got this one, which is the soundtrack, and then I actually got a little lucky on this one because I ended up picking up 2 copies for the price of 1. Yeah, of this is the Rocky Horror Picture Show picture disc of the Rocky Horror Picture Show 45th anniversary limited edition soundtrack, which is the soundtrack just like that, except on picture disc. And it's got this really cool. I ended up listen. It was 2 for the price of 1. The guy had a lot on sale. It was one price. There was $30 for 2. I figured I couldn't beat that price, and I wanted to put them in a frame to put them up on the wall. So I figured 1 for the wall and one to put away in the collection, so it doesn't get any sun damage. And then the last one I picked up is the old time 1970. I want to say it's 1978 or whatever. The original picture disc of is that the date on this thing there? I want to say it was like a 1978. I want to say because the Rocky Horror Picture Show came out in 1975. We'll let you know that because this is the 50th anniversary. 50th anniversary was this year. No, they don't have the date on the back of this thing right here. It's probably on the record itself, but I'm not going to do that. But this was, there's a record. No, it's not. It's a picture disc. But this is a limited edition, and it's numbered, and it does have, I don't know, is it coming out top? No, it doesn't. All right, but it's got pretty much the same back as the other one, but you do have the cool picture of Tim Curry as Frank-N-Furter on the front and on the back of the record. So I wanted to grab that, wanted to show you that, and then I brought this out just for me to show you. This is the Rocky Horror Picture Show 50th Anniversary Collectible Steelbook. And you guys all know how I told you right from the start. I said, listen, if they release a Rocky Horror Picture Show non-steelbook on 4K Blu-ray combo pack, I'm going to buy it because that's the one I'm going to open. Or that's the one I'm going to that's the one I'm going to open. I have a listen, I'm still battling with the steelbooks. I'm still battling with the fact that they get dented. I'm still battling with the fact that the way I have everything in shelves, you pull it in, you take it out, and you end up scratching the cool artwork. These things barely fit in the protective sleeves that I buy, and I buy 100 protective sleeves for, I think it's $7. So I get 100 protective plastic sleeves. They're right here, matter of fact. Let me grab some. I don't know if these are CD ones that are, yeah, right here. So I buy 100 of these for $7. And sometimes what it is the more you buy, the less it is. So I'll usually buy like 10 at a time, 10 packages of those. So I buy 1,000, and they're like $5 a piece. So that's a pretty good thing. I like to cover all of my Blu-rays and CDs and DVDs and stuff like that with plastic covering so they don't get scratched. The problem is they don't fit the steel books properly. You really got to get them in there, especially if they got the J card on the back. So I don't want to pay I believe it's $10 for $10 for the hard plastic ones for the steel books. Because I'm not such a big steelbook fan or steelbook enthusiast, I don't want to spend that kind of money. I really don't care. I'd rather just buy them because I'm a big fan of the movie. Because Rocky Horror, if you watch my videos, I got every Rocky Horror 4K Blu-ray that's DVD that's ever been released. I even have the graded VHS tape that cost me a pretty penny just because that was the original memory I had. So Rocky Horror has been a real important part of my life for like forever. So I just adore this movie. I just think it's great. It's the feel. It's the everybody getting together and yelling at the screen and just the memories of my whole entire family being together. I've seen this with every single one of my family members, and I am so looking forward to when my grandkids get old enough. Hopefully I'm still around, get old enough to be able to go see this with me and the wife and maybe their mom and dad. Probably not the dad, because one of my son-in-law, he's like against like either horror movies or movies like this. Okay, anything that has to. So he likes Lord of the Rings. I think that's the only movie he likes. A big Lord of the Rings fan. He's not all about Rocky Horror Picture Show or any horror movies. Doesn't like horror movies at all. So the deal is that I hope one day I can introduce. I got very blessed a couple of years ago to be able to take my mother-in-law to go see. She had never seen it, and she's like, she's in her, I believe she's in her 70s now or whatever, and it's like, it was just cool to be able to take her to go see it. And her eyes were like, I had more fun watching her watch the show than I had watching the show. Like just watching her eyes pop out of her head and seeing the different things that they were doing, like following them around as they performed all around. Because if you watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's an experience. You got people walking from behind. You got actors back there. You got actors over here. You got actors over there. They're running around. You got a guy with a motorcycle coming down the aisle. You never know what you're gonna get. Plus, they're throwing toilet paper and bread and rice, and it's a cool experience. So yeah, I'm hoping that the future has that in store for me. But then I got this. Is this the one? This is it right there, right? Yep. This came from Adam Randovich there, Randovich, okay? And I did break the seal on it, so I won't have to deal with that crapola. And in here is dun 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 dun, the 4K Blu-ray, no Ultra HD. This one coming in Ultra. All right, so this one did come with a digital copy, okay? But I'm not ever opening that up. But this one did not come with a digital copy, and it is the 4K Blu-ray slipcase of the same exact thing that I have here, except it's not a steelbook, and it doesn't come with a digital copy. But I don't do digital copies either. The only other gripe I have about it is an import, and it does have the 15, 15, 15, 15, which I think is kind of funny because I was reading the back of this thing. It says, fit for viewing by persons ages 15 years or more. I would debate that. Okay, I think that I think 15 might be too young. Possibly maybe too young for the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm not sure. There's a couple of scenes in it, especially if you go see the live shadow cast. There's a couple of scenes in it that are a little bit rough. Granted, my kids did see the Rocky Horror Picture Show before they were 15, but I did cut that part out of the movie so they couldn't see that part. I really didn't mind the whole sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. It's all part of the act. It says 15. One use of strong language and moderate sex and violence. I had a viewer tell me that the 15 was something. I forgot what they said it was. Now these don't come off. Sometimes they're stickers. But I'm still taking the 15 as now definitely even more than ever, because this one right here even says not for children 15 years or whatever. I'm taking the 15 as being a almost like a rating program. You know what I mean? Like it's rated R. I don't see any rated R's anywhere on here. It doesn't say rated R. It says rated PG-13 or PG or whatever like that. It says it has the 15 and 15, which is 15 for language and whatever, drug use, sexual violence or whatever, and then 15 fit viewing for persons at age 15. So I'm going to take that as that. If you look on the back, it's right there, and it says it all right next to the 15 and the 15. So I did have somebody that I think was European or came from wherever these things were produced, and that's what they told me. And I'm not gonna go against that because you probably know more than me. But yeah, the special features on here are the same exact special features on here. Nothing different on the 4K or the Blu-ray. Nope. This one does say rated R though. A big rated R on the back. And it does say digital copy redemption requires prior acceptance of licensing terms. I don't know what the heck that means, but that's okay because I'm never going to see the inside of this thing. I will open this one up. This will be my viewer, or might not. I mean, it will be my viewer if I feel like watching the 4K ever. But I already have this on Blu-ray. You know what I mean? So I might put this in plastic and put it with the collection and probably never even open it. And then I'll get those super duper comments of people like, "Hey, how come you buy stuff you don't open?" Because I can already watch it on Blu-ray, and I'm fine with the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray looks good. Matter of fact, Blu-ray's got a ton more extra stuff than the 4K, so I'm good. And with that said, my friends, did I make everything clear enough today? Yeah, I think that was good. I think we did good today. Okay, we'll keep it. It's gonna be a little short one. Yeah, and it's Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know we're going into the Christmas season, and I should be talking about jingle bells and all kinds of stuff like that. But the deal is this is what came into me. I ordered this thing at the end of October, beginning of November, because the prices started dropping, and then the albums started coming in, and I was like, I gotta make another Rocky Horror type video, but I'm like, I'm not gonna wait till next October. I like to show you guys stuff right away, because then the other thing would be is I'm gonna keep the stuff in the boxes, and then I don't really get to open it and inspect it and make sure that everything's good, and then I got to leave feedback for the people I purchase stuff from. It's very important I leave feedback for people, because I want people to make sure that they understand that I appreciate them. I'm a big appreciation guy. I always have been, always will be. So if you do something nice for me, like ship things out and get it here in the right time, and you package things properly, and you send me a nice little note, whatever, I like to acknowledge that stuff. I mean, none of these people that you know, I don't have a Patreon. I should get a Patreon. I don't even know what the hell a Patreon is. People be making a lot of money off of Patreon. Maybe I should get a Patreon. But usually when you have a Patreon, people give you $1. Like, some people have like 50, 60 Patreons, and they get like $1 a month from these, like, so they get like $60 a month, $1 a month, and I guess they get additional content. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I'll start a Patreon, but I don't have a Patreon. So what I usually do is I just read off the names of the people that ship me this stuff, because I want to acknowledge that they did a good job. You know, hey, listen, if you watch my channel and you ship me something, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing it. That was nice of you. I paid for it. I mean, money came out of my pocket, but you took the time to ship it nice and send it over to me, and it's great. And I will tell you that last thing on this thing, it is region A, B, and C. So both the 4K and the Blu-ray will play in my region A United States player. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I will see you whoa, later.
You should have saved me some.